Hi, and welcome back to another random yet useful video. So, today I'm going to be talking about tips for wearing a mask while exercising. Now, this part I'm going to share with you. I actually went to the Mayo Clinic's website and I found this. And I'm talking about this because, as you guys know, I am back in the gym working out. I go at ungodly hours, so I don't have to worry about being around a whole bunch of people, because I know at the Planet Fitness across the street from where I live, they have a sign up that says that they can accommodate 163 people. In my opinion, that space is not big enough for 163 people ever. But just so I don't have to worry about a lot of folks being in there, one of the things, let me show you this really quickly, and we're going to jump right in. One of the things is when I go to the Planet Fitness app, it's retrieving. Now, let me show you something really quickly. So if you can see, I don't know if you guys probably can't see that. At the very top, right up here, oh, wait a minute. At the very top, you see that right here which says crowd meter? So it gives you an idea of how many people are in there. And that, oops, that is a lot of people. As you can see, that's a lot of people. Look at that purple line right there. So when I go early in the morning, there's usually only one line that you see on here. That's what I like. I went in this morning, as a matter of fact, and there were 6 people, including myself. Well, 8 if you count the 2 guys at the front desk, but working out wise, there were only 6 of us. When I left, there were probably about, I'm gonna say about 10 people, maybe 12. But this right here, that would be way too much for me. Okay, so I love using my crowd meter, and I'm going to Planet Fitness really just for accessory work and cardio. I'm not quite ready to go back into Gold's Gym just yet, because I know there's probably more people going there, and it's a much bigger facility, so they can accommodate more people. I just want to keep it small for right now because I was ready to get back in the gym. So let's jump right on in. So the question on the Mayo Clinic's website was, is it safe to wear a mask while exercising? And this is the answer that they gave. Yes, it is safe to wear a mask while exercising. New research has shown that your heart rate, respiratory rate, blood pressure, oxygen level, and time of exhaustion are not significantly affected by wearing a mask during moderate to strenuous aerobic physical activity. Depending on the activity, is there a preferred type of mask that I should wear? And the answer was cloth masks or masks made of moisture-wicking materials such as polyester typically work well. Mask material should be no more than 2 layers thick or less. Unfortunately, surgical masks may break down as they become wet from sweat and increased acceleration that occurs during exercise. Now, let me just say this. I do have, my mask is the cloth mask, and it has the polyester, I guess, on the inside of it. So I'm good. I've never used those surgical masks because to me, once, like I said, once they get wet, they're just no more good. And where did I leave off? Okay, aside from the mask breakdown, the use of surgical or N95 respirators has been found to be safe with minimal effects or major performance factors. Let me put a pin right here. Let me go back. Aside from the mask breakdown, so if you're using the surgical masks or if you're using the N95 mask, it will get wet because you're sweating, and the material will start to break down. So those are not ideal for working out in, okay? And performance factors such as heart rate, respiration rate, blood pressure, oxygen saturation during aerobic training. And so it was minimal to use, the effects are minimal using those things. Previous studies of wearing N95 respirators while active have shown that there can be changes in body temperature, increased breath resistance, and some discomfort. While not dangerous or affecting overall performance, these responses should be considered when choosing the style of mask that is right for you and your needs, okay? Also, you may want to consider having a spare mask on hand to replace a damp one. When I've gone to the gym, I have a spare mask, and this is my spare mask right here, because the black one that I wear in the gym to work out in, it gets quite wet because I sweat a lot. And I come home and I always wash it and hang it up and let it dry. But when I leave out, I switch into this one so that, I'm not wearing that damn mask, because that's very uncomfortable. Even if I'm just going to go to my car and take it off, it's very uncomfortable. So, will wearing a mask affect my exercise performance? The Mayo Clinic says no. Research has determined that surgical masks and cloth masks, which this is right here, have no effect on time or exhaustion or peak power. Okay? Another question: who should not use a mask while exercising? And the answer is, it is safe to wear a mask while exercising for most people. However, if you have a chronic lung disease, such as chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, mesothelioma, or pulmonary hypertension, you need to talk to your healthcare provider before attempting any physical activity while wearing a mask. Okay, so if you have any of those, and I'm going to leave these question and answers in the description box, if you have any of that kind of stuff, you need to talk to your doctor before you start to work out in the mask. Okay, next question: what should happen when exercising with a mask on? You may feel awkward or uncomfortable the first time you wear a mask while exercising. My hand is raised because I certainly did. I thought, Jesus Christ, is this how I'm going to leave this earth? Because it was very, very uncomfortable. This is normal and may be similar to how you felt wearing a mask at work, school, or while you're out shopping. These feelings should decrease over time. Overall, you can expect no difference in your aerobic or anaerobic performance. Now, if you start to feel any of these symptoms while exercising, you need to stop and take a break until they subside. Overall, so here are the symptoms, right? Overall discomfort, fatigue, dizziness, headache, significant shortness of breath, muscular weakness, or drowsiness. If your symptoms continue or worsen, you need to stop the activity immediately. In serious cases, you may need to seek, no, I'm not going to say may, you should seek medical help. Okay? Let me go over that again. If you have any of these symptoms while you're exercising: overall discomfort, fatigue, dizziness, headache, significant shortness of breath, muscular weakness, and drowsiness, and if they continue or get worse, stop the activity and go seek medical attention. Again, I'm going to leave all of this in the description box. Now, here is your bonus, okay? Reap the benefits. So, excuse me, we have to wear masks while we're working out, right? So why not reap the benefits? So while exercising with a mask can be uncomfortable, there are some benefits according to experts. So when your face is covered during exercise, your lungs have to work harder to get the same amount of air into them. Over time, this can strengthen your respiratory system, including your lungs and your diaphragm. And when it's safe to exercise without a mask, your lungs will be able to absorb more oxygen, which can result in an increase in your performance. So I know it is uncomfortable. When I started back at the gym last week, like I said, I said, Lord, please don't let me in my life this way. I was on the stair climber machine. As you know, it's like a never-ending set of stairs that you just keep climbing and climbing and climbing. 2 minutes, 15 seconds in, I thought, Jesus, take the wheel. I am just going to pass out. And then I realized what was going on. Wearing this mask causes me to have to breathe heavier, breathe harder, and I felt like I was fighting against myself to breathe, and it was very, very, very uncomfortable. Okay, very uncomfortable. I'm not even going to beat around the bush with that. If you are already exercising, then you know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't started exercising yet and you start to do so, it is going to be very uncomfortable wearing that mask. So just know that going in. And so that was on day one. And I thought, you know what? This is it. I'm going to go back to riding my spinning bike in my room because I don't have to wear a mask. But then I said, no, Michelle, you're going to do this. You've committed to doing this. You are going to do it. So what I decided to do was I now chew gum. So before I get out my car, I put a stick of gum in. I don't know about you guys. You can use any kind of gum you like. Me personally, I chew the 5 gum. Right here, you see the 5. And this has the Avengers on the front of it because it was like a 6-pack, 8-pack or something I got from BJ's or Sam's. But anyway, I take a stick of gum, put it in my mouth, put my mask on, and I am good to go. Plus, I love 5 because the flavor lasts for a long, long time. And the only downside is sometimes my jaw is killing me by the time I'm done, but that's okay. At least as I'm chewing my gum, it helps me to regulate my breathing, and I don't feel like I'm fighting against myself and or I'm struggling to breathe, because it was rough. And I mean, I had my mask on, but every now and then I have to pull it up from the bottom to get some fresh air. I was like, oh my goodness, it is horrible. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's how I felt the first time I had to go into a store with my mask on. I thought, Jesus, this is not gonna work, because you feel like you're struggling against yourself to breathe. But you know, like I said, all in all, wearing a mask while you exercise is not necessarily a bad thing. The benefit to it is that over time it will increase your respiratory and lung and diaphragm, usage. And so once you take the mask off, all those things will be so much better, and your performance will increase. So that's a plus. Now, if you really struggle with wearing a mask while you're working out, you may want to consider doing things outside where you're not around other people, that you don't have to wear masks. So if you want to walk your neighborhood, get you some exercise in, do that. You don't necessarily have to wear a mask. You're not around anybody, so you should be okay. But please, by all means, if you're going to exercise with your mask on, please be careful so that you don't end up passing out. And I won't even lie, y'all, when I was on that stair machine, I was thinking to myself, let me just pass the heck on out. Then I thought, what if some guy with dry cracked lips tries to give me mouth to mouth? Then we're going to have a problem. So I said, let me just slow the machine down. And I did every now and then. So I was only on it for 30 minutes. And I had to keep stopping like every 3 minutes or so to kind of catch myself, and then I would increase it a little bit more, do the stairs for another 3, 4, 5 minutes, and I had to do the pause and get myself together again. But guess what? I made it through. So a 30-minute workout ended up taking me like almost an hour to get through it, just because I had to keep stopping. But that's okay. So real quick, let me just share my schedule with you guys, and I would love to hear what your workout schedule is. So please, please, please let me know in the description box, what is it that you're doing. So right now, Mondays, I am doing leg exercise. I do leg accessory work, which is I do the leg press, leg extension, leg curl, inner and outer thighs, calf raise machine, and then I finish up with 30 minutes of intense cardio, and I'm out. Tuesday, 1 hour of cardio only. Wednesdays, back day, so I'm doing deadlifts in the Smith machine. Yes, it is very awkward to do it that way, but hey, it's what I have, so that's what I'm doing. And I do that. I do my lat pull downs, my seated rows, and the back extension machine, which I love, which allows you to rock back and forth. You can really stretch your back out. Love that machine. And then I go and do the assisted pull-up machine, and then after that I do 30 minutes of intense cardio, and I'm out. So we're on Wednesday, right? Thursday, 1 hour of cardio only. And then on Friday, it is upper body day. So I go in, I've got bicep curls, I have tricep extensions, and sometimes, depends, I will go and use the bench with a heavy dumbbell and do overhead tricep extensions to really, really hit those arms. And what else do I do? I think that's it. It's not a whole lot chest-wise to do in there. I use the straight bar to do my bicep curls with. Well, at least I did last week. So this week I will probably use the dumbbells to do my... No, I did bicep curls with the dumbbells. So I think this week I'll use the straight bar. So like I said, you just have to get creative with it. I've also used the Smith machine, pulled the bench up, laid down, and did chest press with the bar that way. Not very comfortable, again, because I can't get under the weight like I need to, if that makes sense. So when you're on a flat bench in the gym, I unrack the weight, I bring the bar forward. I bring the bar forward until it's lined up right with my chest, and then when I bring the bar down, the bar is hitting me right here. And it's hard to do that in the Smith machine because you can't move the bar forward or backwards. You can just unrack it and go up and down with it. But again, I'm doing the best I can. Okay, you have to do what you can do with what you have. Okay, so again, let me know in the description box what you guys are doing if you're back in the gym, and let me know how that's working out for you. Let me know how it's working out using your mask. And I just want to say thank you guys for giving me just a few minutes of your time. Thank you for those of you that support me in all that I do. I love each and every one of you to the moon and back. You know the drill, you know my spiel. There's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing at all, because I'm going to love you no matter what. I'm going to love you even when nobody else even likes you. On that, you can take to the bank. Till next time, take care.